So welcome to BHSR BLM Degree College, Davarapalli. So in this session, I'm going to talk about the data structures, which is comes in the second BSc Computer Science in the fourth semester. Okay, so data structures is one of the subject in the second BSc Computer Science of the fourth semester paper. Okay, so in previous class, I was discussed about the trees. Trees are belongs to the third unit, and present we are going to teach about the fourth unit, that is called as a unit 4, named as the graphs here. Okay, so in this session, I would like to teach about the graphs. So graph is one of the non-linear data structures because of the it is not following the sequential order. It is not following the sequential order. While using the graphs, we are creating the number of graphs here based on the given vertices here. Okay, the graph is not going to perform the sequential order. It is not going to perform the sequential order. The graph can be given by the it's following the a mixed order, like it following the random order, following the random order here. Okay, so trees and graphs are both are belongs to the non-linear data structures. Both are belongs to the non-linear data structures. Okay, so non-linear data structures means non-linear data structures is not following any sequential order or any systematic order. Okay, it followed by the as its the own opinion of the graphs of the given vertices and edges here. Okay, so trees also formed by the number of the nodes and branches and root nodes here. Okay, so in this scenario we have to see the non-linear data structures. Okay, according to the data structures, so data structures are given to the two types of the data structures are given here. That is called as a primitive data structures and non-primitive data structures. Okay, in the primitive data structures we are already calculating int, float, char, double here. Okay, so data structures is also known as the data types here. Data structure is also known as the data types here. So same way, so graph is belongs to the graph is belongs to the non-primitive data structures, and here non-primitive data structures is also known as the compound data structures. Okay, data structures sometimes we are called as a data structure is also known as the data types here. Data types here. Okay, so in the data types we have to see the structure of the data types here. Okay, so the compound data structures is again categorized into two types. Those are linear data structures and non-linear data structures. In the linear data structures, we are already aware of these structures like linked lists, arrays, stacks, queues. These four are belongs to the linear data structures, which follows the systematic order or consecutive memory locations here or consecutive locations here. Okay, while using the non-linear data structures. Non-linear data structures can be categorized into only two types. Those are trees and graphs here. Okay, so in previous class I was discussed about the trees here. Okay, and today I am going to talk about the fourth unit, that is we called as a graphs here. Okay, so what is graph here? Graph is a simple, we said that graph is a non-linear data structures. What is non-linear data structures? If any data structure is not following the any systematic order, that is the belongs to the non-linear data structures. If it is following the sequential order, that is we say that it is a linear data structures. That is we say that it is a linear data structures. But here the graphs are not followed by the any systematic order. Hence it is called as a linear non-linear data structures here. What is that? Non-linear data structures here. Okay, so what is graph here? What is graph here? Okay, so graph is a set of nodes. Graph is a set of nodes or arcs or edges. Okay, arcs is nothing but edge. Okay, arcs is nothing but the edge. Sometimes we call as an arc. Okay, and the edge and nodes here. Okay, what is node here? Node is also known as the vertices here. Okay, what is the vertices here? Okay, graph can be denoted by the symbol G here. What is that? G here. Okay, if any graph is defined by like this, okay, G equal to B comma E here. What is that? G equal to comma E here. So what is V here? So this is called V comma E here. What is V? What is E? And how it is comes to the how it is prepared by the graph here using the V E here. Okay. So here G means what here? G means graph and V means what here? V means vertex. V for vertex. E for what here? E for edge. Edge. Okay. So using vertex and edge, we can create the graph here. We can create the graph here. Okay. How it is formed here like this. So this is the one of the vertex and this is also one of the vertex. Okay. This is V1 and this is another vertex that is called it's simply called as a V2 here and these vertices are not connected by the each and every one here each to other one here okay by using arc or by using edge okay by using arc by using edge we can form to the graph here using the uh, graph okay so I'm creating the one edge here that is branched from here to here okay this is v1 this is sorry this is v2 this is v1 and I'm giving the straight line this is we called as a e e means what here e for edge here e for what here e is the edge here so an edge is used to form the from one vertices to another vertices one vertices to another vertices that is we simply called as the e here e means edges okay edge is the one of the edge which is formed by the combination of the any two vertices here so in this scenario we have to see there is a two vertices are available here the named as a v1 and v2 here and we can get the graph here so this is the one of the graph here hence we call as a, this is graph here okay so this is equal to v1 v comma v okay so here v equal to what here v equal to v1 comma v2 here and a equal to what here only one that is called e here okay then we simplify the g is equal to v comma e here okay so where v is equal to vertices 1 vertices 2 here and where edge is equal to only we have only one edge is called as e here okay hence it is the one of the graph here hence it is one of the graph here this graph contains only two vertices and how many edges here two only one edge here okay while we're using the graphs here in this graph sections if you having the sometimes it is having sometimes uh, vertices is lesser than graphs and graphs lesser than the vertices while we're using the different situation of the graphs here okay so these are called as the graph here these are be called as the graph here okay so what is graph here a graph is a linear data structures graph is a graph is a non-linear data structures and it is the collection of the number of nodes here it is the collection of the number of nodes here or number of nodes or number of vertices or number of the edges or number of the arcs to form a graph here okay so graph is denoted by the g here graph is denoted by the g here hence g is equal to b comma e here hence g is equal to b comma e here okay so here b means what here b means vertex or it is also known as the node here or it is also known as the point here okay where e is called as the edge here where e is called as the edge here and in this edge you can create the edge like this e okay so edge is nothing but also we call as a arc here edge is nothing but the arcs here and v1 to v2 here v1 to v2 here okay so now I'm going to create a graph here this is the one of the graph here in this graph contains the v1 vertices and the v2 vertices okay these vertices can be formed by the one line that is we simply called as a arc here that is we simply called as a arc here okay or also we call as the edge here okay edges can be shown in the denoted by the E here. Okay, it can be denoted by E here. Okay, and so G is equal to V comma E here. Okay, G is equal to V comma here, where V is equal to V1 comma V2 here, and where E is equal to only E here. This is the one of the graph here, and this is the one of the graph here. And in this graph sessions we have the number of graphs are available here. We have number of the graphs are available here, like directed graph or indirected graph or mixed graph or parallel edge or loop graph or isolated nodes or null graphs, and so many graphs are available here. So in this session we have to see the neighbor edge and underrated edge here. Okay, so next I'm going to talk about the neighbor edge. Okay, neighbor edge is also known as the adjacent edge. Adjacent means what here? A side by side edge, a side by side node or side by side edge is called as a adjacent edge. Okay, adjacent means side by side here. Okay, for example I'm creating the graph here. This is one of the graph. This is one of it, and this is also another edge. Okay, these two edges are we called as the adjacent edges here, or also we call as the neighbor edge here. Neighbor edge means what here? Side by side edges are called as the eh, side by side edge is also called as a neighbor edge here. Okay, so let us see here. Let us to next come to tell us about the neighbor edge here. Okay. So let us see here. Now I'm going to talk about the next topic, that is called, we call as a neighborhood shear. What is a neighborhood shear? So what is neighborhood shear? Let us see here. Okay, the next topic is called as a neighborhood shear. What is neighborhood shear? Okay, so neighborhood is nothing but the side by side adjacent of the graph. We call as a neighborhood shear, and we can define the how it is defined. If two nodes are connected by the an edge, if two nodes are connected by an edge, then those two nodes are said to be adjacent. Okay, that is two nodes are v1 and v2 are adjacent if there is an edge here. Okay, that means the two nodes, if you are taking the two nodes, that two nodes are creating the only one edge, that is we called as a adjacent here. Okay, adjacent edge here also we call as a neighbor edge here. Okay, so in this session any pair of nodes which are connected by the any pair of nodes which is connected by the an edge is a in a same graph is called as a neighbor edge here. Okay, for example, I'm going to creating the one edge here, that is from V1, and this is we called V2 vertices here. Vertices or nodes are both are same here. Vertices and nodes are both are same here. So here I'm going to take the two vertices named as V1 and V2 here, and connected with the V1 to V2 here. Okay, then we can obtain the edge here. We can obtain the edge here. So this is we call as the edge. Okay, so V1 V2 are creating the same graph, or V1 and V2 are creating the same graph. This is we call as a neighbor nodes or neighbor edge here, or neighbor adjacent, neighbor or adjacent here. Okay, if two nodes are connected by an edge, then those two nodes are said to be the adjacent. The two nodes are said to be adjacent. That is, two nodes are named as V1 and V2. V1 and V2 are adjacent if there is an edge from V1 to V2 here. Okay, so any pair of nodes, that is pair of nodes, that means V1 and V2, both are belongs to the pair here because of the those two nodes we form an edge here, that is we call as E here. Okay, the E is what here? E is an edge. It is formed by the V1 and V2 here, and both are belongs to the pair of edges here, and the nodes are connected by the an edge in the graph. Same graph is called as a adjacent nodes here. Is called as a adjacent nodes here. Okay. For example, I am taking the another node. For example, that is called V1 and V2 and V3. Okay. So V1 V2 form a V1 and V1 V3 is formed a wedge a node that is we called as a nodes here. And in this scenario we have to see what is edge here. Okay. So in this session V1 is formed here and V2 is formed here, and V1 is formed here and V2 is formed here. So in this session we have to talk about the V1 and V3. V1 and V3 both are belongs to what here? Both are belongs to V1 and V3 both are belongs to the adjacent edge nodes. Adjacent node, and V1 V2 is also known as the neighbor vertices. Okay, and V1 V2 both are belongs to what here? A pair of nodes here. Both are belongs to a pair of nodes here. Because of the if you are breaking the any edge that is to formed with the two nodes, that is we simply called as a vertices. So or nodes here, which nodes are available here? So that is we simply called as a adjacent nodes here. Okay, adjacent nodes and neighbor nodes are both are belongs to same here. Both are belongs to the same here. Okay, so that is we simply called as a neighbor edge here. Okay, neighbor nodes here. Okay, so this is the and E1 E2 both are belongs to the neighbor edge here. Neighbor edge means we can create the two nodes side by side. That is we simply called as a E1 and E2 here. Okay, E1 is nothing but the edge 1 and E2 is nothing but the edge 2 here. Okay, this is the class of the talk about the neighbor or uh, adjacent node here. Okay, so let us see the next topic is called as a direct graph here. Okay, is that direct graph here? So what is direct graph here? Okay, so next we call this a direct edge here. Okay, so direct edge. What is direct edge here? Okay, so if you are taking the any edge that giving the one direction, that is the you can follow the unidirection, either forward or backward, or called as a direct edge here. So in this in the previous session I am talking about the graph, and in this graph contains the edges here, and I am representing the edges, but I am not representing the any direction of the that edge. Okay, that edge is known as a indirect edge here. While using the any edge, it is formed from different vertices here. While creating the different vertices here, that is we simply called as a vertices. That is we if your edge does not follow in the any direction, that is we call as a indirect edge here. And while using the direction of the edge, that is we simply called as a direct edge here. Okay, direct edge can be shown in the form of the shape like in the forward direction. It can go to the backward direction here. Okay, so let us see here. So it is now I'm going to teach the direction of the direct edge here. Okay, formed the direction here. So now I'm going to teach about this direct edge. So direct edge. Okay, so this is V1, V2, V3. So on here I'm going to this is V1, V2, V3. Okay, so this scenario we have to see V is equal to V1 comma V2 comma V3 will be seen. Okay, and E equal to E1 comma E2 comma E3 comma. Okay, this is totally we call as a graph here. Total we call as a graph here. So what is graph here? A graph is the combination of the both vertices and edges here. Okay, so that is we simply call as a graph here. So in this scenario we have to see v is equal to v1 v2 v3 and e is equal to e1 e2 e3 here. Okay, so but then now I am going to talk about the only directed edge here. Okay, what is it? Directed edge. What is directed edge? Okay, if you're taking the any edge, that is the following of the some direction. Okay, some direction. Okay, if any edge can follows the only one direction, that is we simply called as a unidirection. That is we simply called as a unidirections. In the unidirection you have to represent the types of the directions here. Okay, either in the forward direction, either in the backward direction, but not the same directions of the one edge here. Okay, in this scenario we have to see the edges like E1, E2, E3. Okay, E1 is formed with by the help of the V1 and V2 here. Okay, and then E2 is the formed by the with the help of the V2 and V3 vertices here. Okay, vertices or nodes are both are called to same here. That is called as a in according to trade diagrams we call as a nodes here. While you are using the graphs, we simply say that we simply call as a vertices here. Okay, and E3 graph is formed with the help of the V1 to V3 here. E3 graph is formed with the help of the V1 to V3 here. So in this scenario, we have to create E3 edge here. Okay, so if the graph contains three edges named as a E1 edge, and E2 edge, and E3 edge. Okay, so these all three edges can contain in the directions. These three all contain in the direction. It is called as the direct edge here. Okay, and each edge can follows the only one direction, either in the forward direction, either in the backward direction. That is we simply called as a directed edge here. That is we simply called as a directed edge here. So in this scenario, E1 E1 edge is formed from V1 to V2 here. Okay, and coming to E2 edge is formed with the help of the V2 to V3 here. Okay, that is from direction from V2 V3 here given by the direction that is called E2 direction. E2 edge is formed here. E2 graph is coming from where V2 to V3 here, and the last direction, last edge is called as the E3 edge. The E3 edge is also formed with the help of the V1 to V3 here. V1 to V3 here. But here we can observe the direction from the V1 to V3 only, but not the vice versa. Okay, so here we can go from V1 to and touch visit the V3 node here, V3 node here, but not the reverse order. Okay, so this we simply called as the a directed edge here. What is that? A directed edge here. Okay, so in this directed edge we can represent the direction of the edge is called as a directed edge here. Okay, so in this scenario, in this graph, we have to see there is a three edges are called as a E1, E2, and E3 here. So all these three edges can form a directions with the help of the directions are here. Okay, so here each and every edge can represent only one direction, either in the forward direction or in backward directions. Okay, we can see the only arrow directions are followed by the edge by using the arrow mark here. Okay, so the next topic is called as the opposite of the direct graph, that is called indirect graph. Indirect edge. Indirect edge. Indirect edge. Okay, so this is the opposite of the direct edge. So in this indirect edge, the edge cannot show in the any direction. The edge cannot show the any direction from vertices to another vertices. Okay, so that means here we can follow the both directions in the bidirections, either in the forward direction or backward directions here. Okay,
While using the direct edge, we can follow the only unidirection, either in the backward or forward. But while we are not representing the any directions, that is called any arrow marks, we have to follow the direction from the one edge to another edge in the followed by the both the direct edge or indirect edge here. Okay, so in this session we have to see only direct edges are not formed by here. Okay, here the all edges can be formed by the with the no help of the direction here. Okay, so let us see. I'm taking the same direction here. So this is called as a direct edge here, and it is V1, V2, and V3. Okay, this is E1 edge, this is V2 edge, this is V3 edge. Okay, so in the direct edge, is E1 is equal to V1 comma V2, but not the V2 to V1. Okay, and V1 is equal to, so V3 is equal to V1 comma only V3, because of the this is the initial node and this is the terminal node here. Okay, that's why V3 is equal to only V1 comma V3 here because of the its direction here. Okay, while using the indirect edge is not following the any direction from any vertices to any vertices here. Okay, so here we can going V1 to V2 or V2 to V1 here because of the it can accept the only bidirectional here. What is that? It accepts only bidirectional graphs here. So in the bidirectional graphs, V1 to V2 here. So we can follow the V2 to V1 also steady here. Okay, because of the it not following the any directions. Okay, that's why we can simply follow in the bidirectional graph here. Okay, so in this given edge having the no direction, that edge is known as the indirect edge. That edge is known as the indirect edge here. Okay, and E2, V2, V3 is formed the E2 edge. E2 edge is also the combination of the V2 to V3 here, V2 to V3 here. In this scenario also we have to see there is a no direction between the V2 to V3. So hence we can going the bidirectional here, either in the forward directions or in the backward directions here, or either in the forward directions or in the backward directions here. So we can visit V2 to V3 or V3 to V2 here, hence is convenience of the user here. Okay, hence enter edge should not show the directions here. So that's why we can simplify the we can traverse from we can visiting from one node to another node in any ways, that is the any direction, such as the such means we can visiting the each and every node in the bidirectional format. That is what we can follow in the you can follow from V1 to V2 or V2 to V1 or V1 to V3 or V3 to V1 here. That is the main difference of the direct edge and indirect edge here. Okay, indirect edge does not follow the any sign to arrow mark here. Okay, there is no arrow marks to represent the any edge. While raising the direct edge, we can simply form the direction from the one edge to another edge. Okay, so this direct and indirect both graphs are belongs to the different scenarios here. Okay, so here is our B is equal to G is equal to actually B comma E here, and the where V is equal to V1 comma V2 and V3 vertices here. Okay, vertices is also known as the what's here nodes here. What is that nodes here? And E equal to E1 comma E2 comma E3 here. Okay, so even edge and E2 edge with edge, these three edges are not forming any direction of the edge here. Hence, it is called as a indirect edge here. Okay, this is the introduction of the graphs here, and tomorrow I will talk about the what is isolated graphs, what is null graph, what is mixed graph, what is diagonal graph, and what is inverted graph here. Okay, so this is the introduction of the graphs here. So graph is a non-linear data structures, and it is formed by the help of the vertices and edges here. Okay, so this is the class of the introduction of the graphs here, and tomorrow I will talk about the remaining topics of the graphs here. Okay, so I hope that everyone can understand this class. If you having the errors,
after watching the full video of this class, you have to ask me whatever you have put the doubts. Okay. Thanks for watching this class. Have a nice day here.